out here in the barn and we were checking on April. So there she is. We've made a little, I put a gate up in the spot that our milk stand was. We made a stall for her, so we can keep her here overnight. Another reason we want to keep her in here is because otherwise the other cows will eat her food. So she's doing good. She's still very pregnant, and the calves are doing good, or the calf inside her. And then we gave her a bucket of water with apple cider vinegar in it, and we soaked alfalfa cubes with apple cider vinegar, and we've been putting the Z-Lite on it, third cup, and we're going to do that twice a day. And we soaked the alfalfa cubes overnight in apple cider vinegar, which is really good for birth and pregnancy. And then vitamin E, we gave her 2 vitamin E pills, but she's doing good. Right, April?
My chauffeur is taking us to the library this morning. Bella's finishing up getting her hours so she can get her driver's license.
Ooh, yeah.
And I have singers in the back here. Oh man, we had to get out of the house a little bit. We had younger kids that needed to do something, and so we're going to the library. Jason, oh yeah, Jason and the older boys are getting hay.
She's like, no.
They're getting hay this morning, and it's 2 hours away, so I can't go to labor. But he's actually dropping, so he has the 4 older boys with him, and he's dropping them off at his, at Grandma and Grandpa Mike and Grandma Peggy's house, because tomorrow Grandpa Mike is taking them to the Monster Truck Show.
I found his shoes.
They do it every year, so, and this is Jeremiah's first year that he gets to go. He's excited. So
next year.
James is waiting for next year. So they're going to spend the night there tonight, and then he'll take him tomorrow.
I'm the next day.
But yeah, and then Monday Silas turns 13, so it's really exciting.
Can I get my coat on? Look, Mom, making power.
Is that your power disc on your coat? Good job. Anyway, so I think the little ones were feeling a little like restless, and James was a little ho-humming about not going. So, I don't know. I just thought I need to get out of the house. I can't sit in here. So we went to the library. We just got here. We have some books to pick up anyway. But I don't know. Just waiting around for the baby to come. That's what I'm doing. Our library is so great. They have these rolling carts that you can load up with books and roll them right out. Makes it very nice. So I already picked up the stack that we had on order. What'd you find? Another Lego book. This is the stack. Elsie has been going through the book list from The Good and the Beautiful for me and ordering books to pick up. So this is the stack. This will keep her busy for a day or two. Actually, I'll have to hide these or she would read them all in a day or two. That's the stack.
She's already reading.
Hey.
What? It looks very interesting.
Which one did you grab?
Mara grabbed it and I picked it out because it looks very interesting.
I don't know, buddy. That looks great. So basically, the book list is one that you can download for free, and it's books that this team of parents have gone through to make sure that that they're books of quality that don't have questionable things in them. If there's any little thing that they notice that might be an alert to parents, they put a little note on the list that you can download. So it's wonderful because I don't have time to read all these books. And so I can just go through that list, and the ones that aren't available to order through the library, we've been slowly buying some through thrift books to add to our home library. So I'm gonna sit down for a minute. Bella is playing with the little ones in the playhouse. I told her she didn't have to sit in there, and she said, nah, I don't mind. So I'm gonna sit here and relax for a couple minutes. Bella and I are reading comments from the last video we shared. Several of you were concerned about the pine needles causing abortions in cows. So we've been looking it up, and it seems that it is just the ponderosa pine that's an issue, which does not grow in our area, so that's good. Also called the yellow pine.
Yeah, the yellow western pine.
Yeah, that's another name for it.
But
so that's and that's toxic for humans also. So don't consume pine needle tea from ponderosa pine, because that one's a no. But I think it's more on the west coast. It's not in our area, so we don't have to worry about that one. Also, my last video, a whole chunk from the middle of the video, there was an issue when I was saving it, and it disappeared like 10 minutes from the middle. I was so sad, so I had to cut that out because there was no way to get it back.
A lot of people think it's just them.
No, it's not. Boo-hoo. What can you do? We're just sitting here in our luxurious chairs, or I am anyway, watching the kids play.
Once upon a time, there was driving cars in the houses, little baby and a big kid and a big family.
Benjamin fell asleep on the way home, and that was great. So I just put him in his bed, and then the rest of us played a game of Azul. So we've had quite the day. It's 3:34 maybe, I don't know. But going to the library was wonderful because it really passed the day. And now Jason should be here any minute. We get to see what all of these hay bales look like. Hi there, buddy. You want to say hi, everybody? Mr. Otis. He is such a people dog. He can't stand it. He can't stand not getting some loving if you're out here. Oh, Lacey's coming too. Everybody's got to get some love. Come here. You want to say hi to everybody? You want to say hi? I told you guys a while back about how her coat was kind of matted. And she was just looking like not super healthy. And I did a regimen for her of, let's see, what all did we do? We did vitamin E and fish oils. We did raw pasture eggs and a little bit of some leftover colostrum that I had in the freezer. What else did we do? There was more. I can't remember, but I'm telling you, within like a week and a half, she was looking great. I couldn't believe it. Oh, bone broth. I was making her bone broth. Look at this coat. It's just gorgeous now. I couldn't believe how quickly it worked. We recently got new tires for the van and the truck, and both of them lined, so it was very needed. I think it took him over an hour to load this hay. We'll get the story from him, but his dad was helping with the tractor, so obviously they couldn't have loaded these bales by hand. That's a lot of hay. It'll be gone before you know it, though. I can't believe how fast these cows eat hay. Woo! This is some really good stuff of orchard grass with a little clover. It's his dad's special blend. His dad used to raise beef cows. How did that go?
Good to the last little bit.
What happened? Your tires start overheating? Oh wow,
No.
I smell them.
Yeah, well, that's the brakes. That's
The new tires, huh?
yeah, the new tires. No, I'm thinking I'm hitting something inside here.
You mean something they still need to fix?
I don't So, yeah.
Look at the turkeys come over to see what's going on. They are so curious. I was just telling them that we got new tires and alignments, but there was some more work that they were doing on the truck, and
it's a little warm.
He's had it up there twice.
No, I was waiting on parts left.
Waiting on parts.
That's about right. That's the same. This is the time when I go around and check all the mechanical things that have been under load, heavy load.
Right. That's a lot of weight.
This one's hotter than that. We got a problem here.
That is a lot of weight. Wow. You made it all the way home without any falling off.
Well, you know what's funny?
That was my worry, because that's a 2-hour drive on hills.
The first 15 minutes was the worst.
The first 15 minutes?
Yes, because everything comes with a story around here. So, or I'm just dramatic. Which one is it? I'm starting to reevaluate here. I'm like,
we have things constantly happening.
So, on the way there, I'm playing with the little controller thing. It's new to us. I didn't have a whole lot of experience with brake controllers to begin with, let alone this one.
Is this what the shop put on yesterday?
No,
no.
This came with the truck.
Okay.
And so I didn't have any brake on the trailer. I was like, okay, that's
an issue.
That's not going to be fun. I've done that before. They're like, what is that?
I know, they're so nosy.
They really are. So anyway, I was going, adjusting it. We finally got under load. Forgot the coveralls again, or the bibs again.
Oh man. Aunt
From Aunt Michelle.
Bibs for you.
So Dad's like, "Where you at?" And I was like, "Well, I'm over here." So he comes up, and I go to put my flashes on, and I'm like, "No, tick 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 tick," and I was like, "What's that about?" So I'm in the back here, and try not to alert my dad. Because I didn't want him to know, be like, oh, you better, this, that, whatever,
we'll tell
dads.
on YouTube, but not Dad.
Right. Well, it's after the fact. I made it home. I'm safe.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Anyway, so I'm playing around with it, asking the boys to, to do this and that to try to see if it's try to isolate the problem. And it comes down to the fact that we had a blown fuse inside the fuse panel.
So you didn't have lights on the back of the trailer?
No.
Well, a good thing it was the daytime at least.
Correct.
It's like
no turn
right?
signals, no brake lights, no brakes. I had brake lights. No, I had whatever. Anyway, so I get to the parts store, and I meet somebody that knows my brother, which is really cool because they're 2 hours away, so I don't get to mingle with any people. Anyway, so that was really cool, and they helped me, and we get it going. But as I'm pulling into the parking lot of the parts store, there's a grade because it's a little bit of a slant to get up, or a slope to get up. Well, I'm coming in at an angle thinking, oh, I'll ease it because of that.
I'm glad you're telling me this story after the fact.
I look back at this, and it's going, and I'm like, it's gonna fall.
No. And it didn't?
It didn't, no.
Oh,
but it was like, it was too close. And so the whole time on the way back, I know, I'm like, I'm not telling anybody until I'm back.
Thank you.
The boys knew, but whatever. They're like me, they're like, whatever. So, anyway, get going, and that's that. So once we get once I'm inside doing this, Leo's looking at the brake controller, and he's like, hey, there's a dial on the other side, because it's totally different than the one that's on the van. The one that's on the van has this very visible, easy dial to use to turn up the brakes or whatever. Anyway, so he's like, oh, there's another one on the other side. And once I replaced the fuse, the reason the fuse blew is that the person had a half as large fuse in there, so they had a 10 amp instead of a 20 amp, which belonged.
Did you fix it though?
Yeah. So we fixed it. And
I'm sorry, these chickens are cracking me up. They're trying to get in that little hole right there.
They're like, ooh, nesting box.
Right.
We're gonna find scrambled eggs when we take off the bales.
Oh man, everybody's so nosy. Look at these over here. We've had issues with our chickens hiding eggs, like in a bad way. That we thought we were getting 4 eggs a day.
Oh man.
And then we found 4 dozen in the barn,
yes.
in one nest.
Yes.
And then another one with like 2 dozen, I think, behind something on the porch. So we've started locking them in the coops in the morning. They don't get to come out till like after 1 o'clock. And they're starting to get the hang of it. It's happening. We had 2 dozen eggs in the coop, so. But yeah, I see them. They're like, ooh, a new spot to hide here. Well, you're home safe. Yay. Mwah.
Oh, I'm glad to be home.
The day passed really fast for us because we were at the library for such a long time. I just sat in a comfy chair and watched them play, and they were happy.
Yeah, good.
Oh, I'm cold. I
You know,
need to
this
warm
was
a
like
coat
the
or
maiden
something.
voyage for the truck. I
Yeah,
hadn't
that's
been
true.
any, just work, 30 minutes, right? And not loaded or whatever.
And not with a load like this.
Right.
Wow.
And Leo put on the hitch and, you know, like just all these things that are new and untested. And this is the biggest test I've ever had of any of you. Well,
I wonder how much weight that is.
So I'm estimating that with the trailer weight, it's 13,000 pounds.
That's some weight.
That's some weight.
What do you think, chicks? Oh, I gotta go.
It's ladies.
Ladies,
That's the
that's
appropriate. No.
I gotta go in the house and get a coat. I'm freezing out here. Put it back. Let's have a little laundry chat. Jason's unloading things outside. Okay, so Lydia, it's your new skirt.
What? You are trying it.
Yeah, go show it to Bella. She didn't see it yet.
She's
No,
outside.
she's in the kitchen. Run fast.
Okay.
So, pregnancy. Let's talk about pregnancy for a minute here. I go back and forth between feeling like I'm going to be pregnant for weeks, I feel normal, no signs whatsoever, to feeling like, oh, maybe this is the start of something. It's been really strange. Yesterday in the evening, I was having I had an emotional meltdown about nothing. I was having cramping. I was exhausted. I had no appetite. I had loose stools. All of those things that say this is kind of the beginning of some labor. I didn't eat dinner with the family. I went to bed. All of these things. In the morning, I wake up, nothing. I've felt like nothing all day. So that's the fun of it. I really don't know. That is a silly fake cough.
No, show her this.
So that's where I'm at. I don't know.
Yeah,
I felt
but
so
same.
great today. No, I mean, normal pressure, normal Braxton Hicks every once in a while, but that's it. Nothing to indicate that labor is anywhere near.
But no, it's my
What do you think about the
time.
baby?
It's gonna be girl.
It's gonna be a girl.
Yeah. Think it's a little quirt. Like mine, and it's gonna spin with my finger around.
What if it's a boy?
No, what if it's a girl?
I know how you feel about that, but are you okay with a boy too?
Nobody's team boys.
Oh, Benjamin
Mine.
is team boy?
9 the team girl.
Oh. Oh my. You know what, Lydia? Benjamin is so cute that even if it's a boy, it will be okay. Because it'll be cute like Benjamin.
No.
I was at when I was at the library today, the librarians, there was a new one there, and he said, "Oh, is this your first baby?"
And this is my
Because
baby.
they had gone into the kids area, and I had gone back out to get the books that we ordered, and I said, "No, it's our 10th baby."
What 10th baby?
And he said, "Oh, okay. I guess you have this down pat," he said. And he's like, you would think so, but it's still, I think every birth feels like your first
feel
one.
it.
I don't know.
When I hear this,
Why don't you go try it on so we can see it, okay? So after I switch this laundry over, I'm going into the kitchen. I am going to make some chicken tonight. I thought out just some dark meat chicken. I'll probably just dump sauce kind of and bake it in the oven or the Instant Pot. And then I have some pasta and leftover salad for sides. So that's what I'm going to do for dinner tonight. It will be a quiet dinner because we are missing the 4 older boys. So, you know, that's a lot of excitement right there. It'll be quieter, but oh. And then it does seem like my little light contractions always pick up more in the evening. Maybe just because I've been on my feet all day. I don't know. I'm trying to overanalyze everything a little too much, I think. But usually about this time of night, I'm kind of close to being done for the day, and I'm going to just let everybody else take over and put my feet up after I have dinner done. So that's today. Another day closer to meeting this new precious baby. I can't wait. I really can't wait.